Wednesday stretch and bands. Today we're going to be using a chair or a countertop. I have my yoga strap. Again, this could be a belt or a towel that you have at home. I have my longer light resistance band that we'll use for our fives. Something that you can always make sure that there's no cracks in it, there's no dry spots. If there is, throw the band away. I also have a light resistance mini band that we'll use for our legs. So we're just going to warm up a little bit. We're going to take our arms, palms facing out. We're going to reach up, cross, bring them down, and back up, cross, bring them down. We're just going to do a head to toe loosen up. Then we'll go into our lower body strength with the bands, then upper body, and then we're going to do some nice stretches on the floor for you guys. So I'm just loosening up my shoulders. From here, we're going to do those twists. So one palm's up, one palm's down, and I'm staying at each for about 15 seconds. And we're just going to make our way from our head to our toes. Nice little flow to wake you up midweek. Good, I'm going to roll my shoulders back. Big circles, forward, scrunch, back and down. We're going to spend a little bit more time on my upper back, your mid back, and hips. Good. And then from here, we're going to hug, release, hug, release, hug. Open up your pecs, open up the shoulders. Kind of look like that swimmer's warm up. Good. Let's do one more. From here, I'm going to hug and hold, and I'm going to do little circles with my back. My hip is nice and still. You can see from a side angle. I'm rotating counterclockwise, down, to the side, back, to the side, and forward. I'm going to do one more circle this way, and then I'm going to switch to clockwise. Now I'm going to go clockwise. Yeah, my hips are still. Just opening up my upper back. Trying to reset everything. We're going to talk about ways to prevent shin splints and a way to strengthen up your lower legs today too. Lots of fun stuff. And I'm hitting you with a lot of information today. So remember, you can always access this on our YouTube channel, Ride While Exercise, to go back and check something out or to share with a family or friend. Good. From here, I'm going to now take it and I'm going to curl down to my thighs, and I'm going to curl back up, elbows high, and drop it down. Again, if you have to be seated, you can certainly be seated for these movements. We're going to go two more here. And one more. Good. We're going to do a little rotation. So you're going to put the hands on our ears or behind your head. You can put them out to the side if you need more balance. And we're just doing a rotation. Within my second twist, I felt my back adjust. So it's good to just let your body naturally fall into place. Don't strain, don't push. If you have any concerns, whether it's your shoulder, your back, or your neck, make sure you talk to your doctor before doing any of these movements. Good, side to side. We're going to go to and back center. Holding on to the chair, I'm going to put my right leg behind me. Well, I guess it's my left leg, sorry. Left leg, and then my left arm up and over. I'm elongating from my fingers to my toes, stretching out that whole side. I'm going to hold it here for 10, and then we'll go to the other side. Just opening movements, try to get you, if you're sitting a lot, open up your shoulders, open up your chest, open up your hips. We're going to go the other side. So my right leg is behind, my right hand is up and over. It's important to have the palm facing up to the sky. Lengthens more between your underarm and pec. And let your head just fall if you want. We're going to stay here for 5 more seconds. And then we're going to head to the wall for our pec opener. Our pec knee in our chest. Good. So I'm heading right to the wall back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand flat against the wall. My palm is in line with my shoulders. My fingertips are facing backwards. Everything's in line together. I'm going to walk and turn away. And I'm going to hold here for 10. Just feel that pull through your palm, through your wrist, through your elbow, through your shoulder. Make sure those fingertips are nice and straight out. Your palm is against the wall. Good job. I'm going to turn back, release, and I'm going to switch sides. Now my left hand is back. Fingers are facing backwards. My wrist is nice and flexed. I feel it. Now I'm going to turn and hold here for 10. This is a great one to do throughout the day. Loosen up. We're so naturally caving in on our bodies. We need to spread and open up. Good. And coming back, I'm going to turn and release. I'm going to take my left arm across, and I'm going to hug it at the elbow. You could be doing this seated in the chair if you wanted to take a break. I'm going to hug, 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 stretching the back of my shoulder. And we're going to switch. Stretching out my right shoulder. And when you're doing these, if you wanted to, you could add a few flexes with the hands. Point and flex. Let's do one more time. My left is across. I hug it and hold. Can move my hand around a little bit. Deepen the stretch. And I switch to my right. Good. I'm going to take my palms behind me. I'm going to pull down. I'm going to pull my shoulders down. I'm not letting my neck protrude forward though. I'm keeping it nice and aligned. I'm going to pull here. Pulling down. Release. Shake it out. Let's do one more. Pulling down. Lengthen the traps. Top of your shoulders. And release. We're going to take our ear and bring it to our left shoulder. And we're just going to look slightly up. Bring your chin up to the ceiling slightly. And you could take, if my ear's going to my right shoulder, I'm going to take my left arm and put it behind my back. So right ear to right shoulder, left arm behind the back to open up that stretch in the front of your neck. I'm going to first release my hand, relax my chin, bring my head up. I'm going to then bring my left ear to my left shoulder. I'm going to look slightly up. I'm going to put my right hand behind my back. I'm going to stay here. Let this whole right side lengthen down. Nice big stretch. I'm going to release my arm first, then my chin, then I'm going to bring my head up. We're going to do now. You're going to cross your hands. You're going to put them on the top of your pec here. And we're going to push down and look up. And we're going to hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to release my hands, lower my chin. I'm going to breathe in. And on the exhale, we're going to do that again. So I'm going to push on my pecs, inhale, and look up. Stretching out the front of your throat, your neck, your chest. And I'm going to release my hands, bring my chin down. One more time here. Hands on your chest. Inhale and exhale up. Pulling my hands down, not straining too hard, but enough that you feel a little tightness here. And relax. Take my wrists, I'm going to flow them a few times. And we're going to point and flex. And I'm going to take my forearm. I'm going to hold it at a 45, my arm, and I'm going to just let my forearm go up and down. just moving differently. I'm gonna go out to the side now. I'm gonna do the same thing, holding at a 45, and I'm just doing 8 to 10 reps, and we're just gonna do this one time each side. Good, I'm holding my right arm now. I'm at a 45, I'm gonna go up and down. Just moving differently. That's all we're doing, is just trying to keep the body lubricated and ready for demand. Good, we're going out. You'll see I'm trying to keep my elbow in line with my shoulder, slow and controlled. Don't need to whip around our arms. Great job, guys. And good. Go into your hips. We're gonna go nice and wide, and you're literally just gonna do the circles. So we're gonna do 5 circles counterclockwise and 5 circles clockwise. Moving the hips forward and back. Keep a little bend in the knees so you don't lose your balance. Good, let's switch direction. Does one side feel easier than the other? Might be something to focus on. Good, we're gonna take our left leg, we're gonna come up, we're gonna do a few hip circles, up, out, back, dip it through. I'm gonna do 5 on each side, twice. Let's do one more. Good. Going to my right leg, up, out, dip it through. Hold on to something here. This isn't the time for balance, this is the time for mobility. We gotta open this up. Dip it down and around. 2 more. 1 more. Good. I'm gonna take my left leg, I'm gonna cross it over my right. I'm just gonna lean in a little bit. Feel the stretch in your back, feel the stretch in your glute. We're holding it here. And then we'll go back to those hip circles. Good, switch, we're gonna bring the right leg across and just lean in a little bit. My back is straight, I'm not curling down. Holding it for 3, 2, 1. Back to those hip circles, just 5. Open, out, dip it around. Small, big, whatever you're able to do. Good, I'm gonna go to my right leg. Up, out, dip it around. I'm trying to keep my abs engaged, not letting my back compress. Let's go 2 more. 1 more. Good. This time I'm gonna bring my left leg over my right, and I am gonna hang down. I'm gonna keep my back a little straighter, but I have my feet closer together, and I'm gonna put my hands on my thigh above my knee. Nice and gentle, not pushing hard. My back is still straight. Great job, guys. It's important to just keep moving. Coming up, right leg over left. Feet, now with the feet closer together, you might need to be close to something for balance. And we're gonna stay here. Back is straight. I'm putting a little pressure on my leg, not much. Good. From here, what I want to take the ankle and point and flex. If you're seated, you could be doing this, standing, just balance on one leg, point and flex. And we're gonna do 5 circles counterclockwise, 5 counterclockwise. Keep the heel still and really rotate the toe. And I'm gonna switch direction. Feels good. It feels like the Tin Man's getting its oil. Everything's loosening up. Good, I'm gonna switch legs. I'm gonna point and flex with my right leg. Do about 10 of these and then 5 circles each way. And we're gonna rotate 5, 4, 3, 2, keep that heel still, and 1, and we're gonna switch. Rotate it around, nice job, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do that quad stretch. So you can bring the leg back, you're bringing your heel to your bottom, You can use the strap here if it's too hard to bring it up. Just remember, the strap is here to keep your form, not to overstretch. So if you grab the strap and all of a sudden you think you can really jack and pull your leg up really high, that's not what I want. If it makes it easier for you to get to this position, great, but don't pull too hard. It's just here to assist, not make the movement. So we're staying here for 10 seconds. Again, if you have more time, you stay here longer. I have my knees close together. My heel is to the bottom. This is a little harder to do seated, but if you were on the edge of the seat at the side of the chair, you could kick your leg back. I'm gonna go to my right leg down for 10. Knees are in tight, heels to my bottom. If it hurts your shoulder to reach back, if it hurts your back, don't do it. There's ways that we can offer different solutions. Oftentimes in class, I have people who can't bring it back. We'll go on a chair. This is where you start. You hold on to something else, you bring the chair, you're getting that stretch still, but you're not over pulling. If you over pull on a quad, you're also gonna be having the knee come a little bit out of alignment. So be mindful of those movements. We're gonna go with our mini band. Again, I always advise you guys to sit if you can, putting it on. And we're gonna have it 3 inches above the ankles for here. And all I'm gonna do is have a little bend in my right knee. I'm holding onto my chair. I'm gonna tap 10 times out to the side. Tasha's flying. Need more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna tap with my right leg. 10, 9, 8, little tap. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come a little bit wider here. You're gonna go up on your toe, down on your heel, down on your heel. Up, up, down, down. We're gonna go with the left up, left down, right down. Staying here for 20. If that's too hard to do, you can do 1 at a time. We're working on ankle stability, knee stability, and you'll have some control from your hips here. Keep going. Up, up, down, down, up, down, down. 1 more time. Now I'm gonna switch. Right up, right down, left down. Good job, guys. Down, down. Feel it when they're both up on your toes. Does it want to come in? Does one side feel weaker? Use this as assessment time for you. You can contact us with any questions. If you feel like there's a weakness, if you feel like there's something you want to work on more, we're still here for you to help. 1 more. Last time. Good. From here, we're going to go back to tap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide again. This time, I want you to try and go up on both and down. Up on both and down. If this is too much strain for your knees, take off the band and do it. Let's go. My feet, I'm trying to keep them nice and straight. If it's too hard also, you can bring your feet closer together. Up onto your toes and down. Hold on to something if you need it. If you're seated, you could be doing this too. I'm pushing out my knees a little bit to support the movement. 2, and 1. I'm going to come here. I mentioned that we would talk about shin splints because that's what the calls I'm getting are, is I ran so much and now I'm having pain in the front of my shins a lot. And when you start running and you weren't an active runner before, and you overdo it, we're basically just causing micro tears in the muscle in front. And what we can do is kind of build up the demand on that muscle so it's prepared for your run. So what I'm gonna do is just a little toe lift with the band. And if I want to make this tougher, I'm actually going to hold it here. I'm stepping on it and bringing it out, and I'm pulling up. So when I pull up, this is my anterior tibialis right here, the shin right here. I'm flaring it. I'm going to hold it here for 10 seconds. Much easier in sneakers to do this. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to pulse it for 10, up and down. Feeling this all the way to your knee. Small movement, big results. Good. Strengthen your ankle too. The calf tends to be the dominant part of this leg, so we're going to strengthen here to help balance that out. Good. We're going to let that have a break. Surprising how much it burns, I bet. I'm going to pull this wide. I'm going to make sure my foot's really planted on it, and now I'm going to hold this up for 10. So my right toe is up, 10 seconds. We're just going to do this once. I'd love for you guys to do this 2 to 3 times at home. Make sure your feet are staying straight, your knees are straight, your hips, everything's in line. We're going 10 lifts. Pull it up, 10, 9, 8, 7, don't let it cave in, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Again, if we had more time, I'd like you to do more rounds of that. So this is something to come back to. We're going to our Ys. So if you want to get the band that you need, remember I am going to use, since I don't have a banister here or a heavy piece of furniture, and I know my balance as well, I'm going to use this chair with one leg on it. I'm going to slip this through. I checked my band, there's no rips, there's no dry marks. And from here, we have our 5 movements. We go to our Y, we do our field goal, our T, our W, and our back extension. Each time we're pulling with our back. We want our back flexed. I don't want the neck protruding forward. So it's 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5, 5, and down. We'll do 3 rounds today. Great thing to do every day. Every day. Fixes your back, fixes your shoulders, strengthens your neck. So remember, it should be a light resistance. You shouldn't be fighting to keep it up. We're going to come up and hold. Your wrists are nice and straight. Knuckles are parallel with the floor. Good. I'm bringing it to my field goal. I love having the mirror here because I make sure my elbows don't go wing back. My elbows are under, holding it. Now to my T. I'm making sure my wrists are nice and strong, no flexion, no play in them. Going to my W. Now the W, remember, it gets a little easier. Keeping it nice and straight. And to my back extension. Again, keeping my wrists strong and relaxed. So we're watching those wrists. We don't want to see any give or play with that. I'm going to switch legs. Shake it out. Reset. Woo. Well, I thought my balance was good. All right, we're going back up. So we're holding it. Make it as easy as you need it to be. Your hands should be over your shoulders. And field goal. This is great if you have someone else at home who can watch and say, hey, your arm's coming in a little bit, or hey, don't let your wrists flex. Good. W. I'm squeezing back my shoulder blades, my chin's in, and back extension pull. Good job, guys. We got one more round here, and then we're gonna run to the floor. Last round, we're going back up. And if you were at home, you can certainly take more time in between these. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. And field goal. And out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And W. Again, knuckles parallel to the floor. And pulling it back down. Awesome job, guys. We're going to head down to the floor with our yoga strap or towel. And if you cannot go to the floor, you're going to be seated in your chair. So we're gonna come down and we're gonna work on those hamstring stretches again. So I'm gonna keep one knee bent. I'm gonna put the strap or the towel in the middle of my other foot, and I want you to just hold this. And we're gonna lead up now with 5 kick-ups. So we're doing 5 kick-ups just to prepare the leg a little bit more. And then I'm gonna hold. And like we talked about last week is those positional isometrics where we kind of push our foot into the strap to activate the muscle to help it to release. We're just gonna do 2 of those today. So I'm gonna push into my heel. 3, pushing hard, 2, 1, and coming up. If you were seated in the chair, you would have your leg out, the strap around, and you'd just be working on pulling it up a bit. Let's do one more positional on this side. Push your foot down, hold it, and relax. I'm gonna switch to the other side. Again, I'm keeping the opposite leg bent. I'm gonna do 5 kick-ups just to warm it up. Prepare it for the demand. That's really what warm-ups are, is for your body to be ready for the demand you're gonna put on it. Good. I'm pulling in, my back, my abs are in. And now I'm gonna push against my heel, push 5, 4, 3, 2, release. I'm gonna do one more. Squeeze 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. So you can see I got about 3 or 4 more inches in my stretch. We're gonna sit up nice and slow, and we're gonna go into your split stretch. If you were seated, you could be having one leg out at a time. And why I'm doing this with the band is, yes, we all seen this stretch. We all start hanging down, but I don't want you curling at your back this time. So you're gonna hold this, and with a straight back, we're just gonna lean in. We're gonna get a deeper hamstring stretch this way and kind of overpass the glute. So we're just gonna hold and lean in. Holding it here for 10 seconds. Get behind the knee a little bit more. Good, let's switch sides. You can do a few little rocks in between for a nice transition. And we'll go to our right side. Again, as wide as you can go comfortably. And I'm keeping my back straight, and I'm leaning in. Again, you can hold in more. I just don't want to overstretch my back. Straight back, leaning in. Feel the flexion, that toes up nice and high. Good, I'm gonna bring my legs together, and you can have your heels out in front of you. And we're gonna do here now. Put on the balls of your feet, and you're just gonna point and flex a little bit. And then again, we're gonna hold. And then on this last one, if you wanted to cave down, you could cave. Just stretch out your lower back, stretch out your shoulders. If you have your feet out in front of you on the chair, you're just hanging down. We're finishing up. And we're gonna walk back up nice and slow. Roll shoulders back, 3, 2, 1. Thanks guys, stay tuned for Diana, and I'll see you tomorrow. Great job.